The second type of sequences we're going to talk about in Algebra 1 are geometric sequences. This video will go through the meaning of geometric sequences and how to solve for the nth term using a geometric sequence. So we're going to start by writing down the formula. It's very similar to your arithmetic sequence formula, except now you have multiplication and you have an exponent involved. So we're going to walk through how to actually use this formula. Geometric sequences happen whenever you're multiplying or dividing instead of adding or subtracting. So if you look at this first example, this sequence is being multiplied by 5 each time. This is called a ratio, so our ratio is 5. Now I'm going to write out our formula again, and we have our first term times the ratio to the n minus 1 power. So on this example, we're finding the 12th term. Our first term is -3. Our ratio is 5, and then we're going to raise it to the 11th power, because if n is 12, then 1 less than 12 is 11. You can type this straight into your calculator. Remember, the caret button will give you an exponent on your calculator, and when you type this in, it's going to be a pretty big number. But you should get this, which is -146,484,375. Geometric sequences are going to get bigger quicker because you're multiplying instead of adding each time. Moving on to the next one, we have 4, 8, 16, and 32. This is being multiplied by 2 each time, so our ratio is 2. I'm going to write out our formula again. This time we're finding the 9th term. Our first term is 4. Our ratio, we said, is 2. And then if n is 9, then n minus 1 means we have 8. Again, you can just type this straight into your calculator, 4 times 2 to the 8th, and you should get 1,024. At this point, I would pause the video and try this last one on your own, and then check it with me by pressing play again. This one looks challenging because of the fractions, but really you're just dividing everything by 2. This is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. So our ratio here is 1/2. Plugging this into our formula, oops, I went arithmetic, it should be multiplying. Our first term is 10. We're finding the 12th term. R, we said, is 1/2, and this is being raised to the 11th power. N minus 1 is 11. You can plug this straight into your calculator, and you're actually going to end up with a rather large fraction, but it should give you 5/1024. Now that you've finished the video, try the worksheet on your own, and we will check it next class.